Welcome friends, it's Rae. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, I am using some 49th and Market RubOn Transfers as my focal image, and we'll just do some fun things to create a background for these images. My cards today are A7 5x7 cards. My cards today are part of the Rediscovery Hop over on Instagram, and this is where we encourage you to use what's in your stash to create your cards, get more out of your supplies. So do use the hashtag to follow along with us on Instagram. Our theme today is ink blending or Halloween, and I chose ink blending. I have a half sheet of Nina White cardstock, 65 pounds, on my Altenew grip mat, which is on top of my rotating We Are platform. And I have a stencil by Catherine Puller. This one is called In the Square, and I have angled it on my cardstock and press the sides down into my grip mat, which is going to hold it for the most part. So now I'm bringing in some distress inks in Rustic Wilderness, Pine Needles, and Broken China, and I've inked up some of the Rustic Wilderness onto the stencil, and now applying the Pine Needles on either side of that Rustic Wilderness. And I'm doing this rather lightly. Now I'm bringing in my Broken China and adding some of that on either side of this inked area as well. I just want to bring in shades of blue interspersed and blended with this green. Here I'm gently peeling back my stencil, but holding it on one side just in case I need to put it back down. So I'm just looking to make sure I've got my color dispersed the way I want it, and I do, so then I can remove the stencil here. Okay, I did one of these off camera. I think this is the one I did on camera. So I'm going to cut this one down to maybe 4x6. And this second panel I cut to 4.5 by 6.5. Here I pulled out some rub-ons from 49th and Market, and I have cut this one out and used it to come up with the colors, the ink colors that I used on my stencil. And I think I want to cut this one out because it has some of the lighter greens. This one I could use also because it has the blues and the greens, but I think I want to use that one. So let's cut that out. Okay, I've placed my panels in my splat box, and ooh, I think that's good. One spray, adding splatter to it, and this is Distress Mica Stain in Empty Tomb. It's a black, gray or grayish black with sparkle, and look at how beautiful that turned out. So I only needed to spray each panel once, and I got splatter everywhere. Okay, this dries very quickly, and I think I want this one over here and this over here. So with the rub-ons, I'm going to just peel back the backer, and this is clear. I'm going to put that in the center and just bring in my what do I call this thing? This is a, oh gosh, there's a name for it. It's escaping me. It's almost like a spatula. But you can also use your bone folder. Going to make sure I have that down. You can also use a popsicle stick. I think I have some of those. Yes, I do. Let me see. I have some popsicle sticks. You can use that. That came with some rub-ons that I got from Hero Arts. Oh, beautiful. So that just kind of blends in. If you don't like that look, you could use a circle or oval, a shape die. Okay, I have die cut this oval with the scallop border from a Gina Marie Designs oval die. I'm removing the white backer from my image, and I'm just going to place this over top of my oval die cut. Well, that looks about good. I was just trying to keep my oval straight. And I am going to use, this was for something else, but I thought it would work, but actually I think this popsicle stick is working better. Okay, so I just gently lit that up, and wherever it needs a little more application, I'm going to go over that. Okay, that's right in there. So just being gentle when I lift it, so that if I need to put it back down, seems like the edges are where I need to do a little more burnishing. And another tip would be that you can use a stylus. If you don't have a popsicle stick, you know, a ball stylus, to do your burnishing. If you don't have a popsicle stick or you don't have a bone folder, I've seen others use their stylus. Okay, that looks good. And there is some area here that was off the oval. I'm going to put that back on and burnish that in right up there. Yay. And then there are a few little spots up top there. I'm going to do the same, burnish those in. Just trying to get all of my spatter or splatter, that's what I'm thinking these little spots are, get all of those in the image. So I'm just going around and applying those. I've paid for them, right? So I may as well put them all in there. Okay, I think that's one right there. Put it here. Okay, all right, that's it. So I actually think I like that better, breaking it up. Although I love this look. My design just kind of fades in, and here it stands out more. So we're going to make both of these into cards. Let's pause for random thoughts and questions. Hashtag RTQ. What ink color combos do you like using in your projects? Mine, of course, is going to be blues and greens, which is what I've used in today's video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite color combos are. I've used a waffle flower A7 die to cut my panel to 4 by 6. I've cut my black mat to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And here I've applied double-sided tape to the top of my panel and partially removed the release paper, added liquid glue on top of the exposed area and the areas that I didn't add double-sided tape to, and then I'm placing that on my black mat. So the winner of prize pack number 2 from my 1100 YouTube subscriber winnings did not claim their prize, so I am giving away prize pack number 2 to Classy Smiles from Tennessee. You have 72 hours to claim your prize, and so you will have until next Tuesday at 10 a.m. to claim your prize. And let me look at that date. That date is Tuesday, that's October 29th. So you have until October 29th, that's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to claim your prize. And all you need to do to claim your prize is to email me at rayhunter@gmail.com. I'll put that on the screen here. Now I'm able to place my focal panel onto my mat, position it the way I want, and then remove the remaining release paper. And so this method just gives me time to be able to adjust my panel and get everything straight. So here I'm removing the release paper from the back of my foam tape, which I've used on the back of my oval, and then I'm placing that in the center of my panel, and will use the guides on my trimmer to cut down my sentiment strip. And the sentiments that I'm using are by Hero Arts. These are the encouragement sentiment strips, and the sentiment strips fancy die, so you stamp all these sentiments out at once, and you're able to cut them all out at once, and you can store them and save them and use the leftovers later, but you get all of this done in one swoop. And so here I am turning my sentiment strip over, and I'm going to apply double-sided foam tape just on the sides, so that my sentiment is going to be level with my oval that is already popped up on foam tape. After removing the release paper, I am adding liquid glue to the back of my sentiment strip and on top of that foam, the foam tape. Again, just so it gives me room to get this positioned on my panel before committing it. For my second panel, I have added the foam tape to the entire sentiment, added my liquid glue so that I have room to make sure this is aligned, bringing in my T-ruler to help with that. And then once that's aligned, I'm going to go ahead and get this placed on my mat. This is the panel I cut to 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and the black mat is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And here I've brought my trimmer in to just trim off the sides a couple of the sides, just to get that all straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the same method and apply this to my card base. I love the mixed media look and feel of these cards. I do the exact same for my second card. And look at all the white border on this one. I really like that added touch. But I wanted to show you both of these to give you an idea of, so that you can get an idea actually of what you like. So I like the way this turned out. So I'm bringing in my Nuvo glitter or Nuvo crystal drops in ebony black, and used my scratch piece of paper to just make sure that was flowing right. So here I'm placing 3 drops in a triangular fashion on each panel. Love the way these cards turned out. I hope you enjoyed the video and will give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if not already a subscriber. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, good day, friends.